downtown with not a lot of traffic? Guys, look at this. No stopping. And looking around, not a lot of traffic down here. It's looking real nice, guys. Looking real nice. Obviously, we need to ignore the elephant in the room. However, it's looking a lot better. Things are flowing, things are moving quite nicely. All right, guys, let's get into the meat and the potatoes. I am the Great White Builder. We are in the Great White North, and let's get back to fixing the Rockies. So I got a really good comment from Alepu Gameplays, and he basically gave me a lot of really good tips for traffic, and we are going to implement them now, and then we're going to implement some other ones as well, because obviously our traffic is not looking great, 38%. And a lot of that is right here. And then this goes all the way out of the map. And if we press play and just let it go, this will end up, it gets absolutely crazy. So the main thing that we're gonna do, he actually let me know why these cars are stopping, which is super exciting because that was driving me absolutely up the wall. But if you come into TMPE here and you go into junction restrictions, you click this and you click a junction. This means that the cars can pass through an intersection or whatever, right? So you'll see these around like roundabouts and stuff. So we clicked both of these, right, like this, right? And then what that does, I think we only need to do it on one side. We'll see how the other side works. But basically, this means that cars don't have to stop here. They can just go right through the intersection. So that should fix that problem. And we can do that around other places as well. We'll just leave it like that for now. One thing that I would like to fix as well is I want to move this because these cars are needlessly piling up. And it's because you can't go through here. So we're going to grab this road and we're going to send it across. And then we're just going to move. We're going to move our clock right about here. We're going to go, okay, so our power is good. We can close or take out that road. And then all we have to do now is bring some power across, and now we have power in the rest of our city. This was jumping over to our residential area over here, so now that it's not, we just have to set these up. Okay, so the first thing that we are going to do is this is a mess, and we are going to fix it. It does not look good at all. Honestly, the more I look at this, the more I want to throw up because it just like, it does not look great. So we are going to fix this right now. All right. Honestly, I'm a little sad. I'm a little sad because, I mean, obviously it didn't look good, but I miss it. I miss it already. So what we're going to be doing in this area, we are going to be more or less copy and pasting this. We're not actually going to copy and paste, but we are going to be using this dual roundabout system over here as well because it can handle a ton of traffic if done properly. And we have a ton of traffic that is loading up here. As you can see, traffic comes all the way back here, and that's just unacceptable. And then it goes in here, and we need a much better system. So that is what we are going to be building right now. So let's start with that. Let's start with that now. I want the roundabout to start about here, and we're gonna go 6 by 6. Perfect. And then we'll go into our road, our curved road tool, and we'll curve this around. Awesome. And then so this road will come in similar to how this roundabout works. This road will come out here and we'll have our exits on this side of the road. And then we'll do the same thing on this other side, but maybe we'll see where we're gonna put them. We could put them down here. We could put them up here. No, we'll put them down here as well because there's this highway will come into one side, one side, one side, and one side. And we only wanna have 4 connections in a roundabout. Too many and it just breaks on you and we don't want that. So let's do our highway interchange right now. I think let's do this one first. We're gonna come into our freeform tool. And we'll come out about there. Perfect. So then we're gonna turn back on collision and we're gonna come up to about here and then come around about there. Perfect. So now it kind of like loops around and then we will meet up with this road right here. We'll come with, let's do it here. And then we will just bring this straight into there. Perfect. So now we have our little interchange, and this is pretty far from here. But what I'm thinking is we're gonna have to drop this highway down a bit so that we don't end up with some crazy slopes around these roundabouts and the bridges that connect the two roundabouts. So yeah, I'm not gonna move this just quite yet, but we will come into these dirt roads again, and we're going to send this over to roughly there for now. Let's actually go out into here and let's level out this area. Oh my god. I didn't even see that. That's funny. Okay, so now we can come into here and we can make our roundabout. Let's put it about, let's think. We're pretty far away from here. We can bring these out. So let's put it like here. I'm gonna do this one a lot larger. We're gonna go 8 by 8. And the reason for that is so same kind of idea, 8 by 8. I just wanted to line it up with this arterial. And the reason why we're doing 8 by 8 is because this one will probably have a lot more traffic on it. We're going to have this highway here that's going, and this arterial, like this part of the city is a little bit more busy than obviously this part. Right now it's very busy, but that's just because I suck at the game. And then we're gonna use this method where we do 45-degree angles as well. And the reason why we're doing this is because 1, we want it to be a little bit more of a perfect circle, but also 2, these 3-lane highways are going to split off. So unlike these roundabouts where we have 4 corners, this one we're gonna have this 1, 2, 3, and then this, instead of it coming into this one point, it's gonna come to these other points around here, just to make it flow, honestly. We have one corner that's a little long. So now let's link up there. And we'll do the same thing here. Amazing. And then we're gonna bring these back a little bit, and then we shall do the same thing here. So with our freeform tool, we'll come up and let's see where we're going. So we want this to come down even like roughly there. I think that looks pretty nice, to be honest with you. We'll do the same thing across here. Come down, 1, 2. Cool. I'm gonna upgrade these really quickly because I want to make sure that these make sense. Yeah, they kind of don't. Does this one make sense? No, they both kind of look like that. So we're gonna take these out. We're just gonna fix that. Oh, and it's because these curves don't line up. So let's fix that. Perfect, and that looks pretty nice. Again, I'm just gonna come in here and upgrade these to make sure that it looks okay. Perfect, cool. And then, so for this roundabout, I think we're going to do our 4 lanes. We don't need that one, but that's okay. We can leave that in there. It doesn't really matter right now. And then we're gonna do 2 lanes across here. And that, just for our lane mathematics, it will just work out like that. And then we're gonna have our 1 come down just a little bit for now. This is a 2-lane. Perfect. And now we come into our dirt roads and we can do something very similar to what we did over here. Let's say about here. And really, all I'm trying to do right now is just make this as perfect looking as possible. Cool, so I think that looks honestly pretty good. Let's go into here and let's see. Let's fix these a little bit. Perfect, that's all we gotta do for that. Awesome. So now let's make sure that we have all of our roads done and in place. So that is weird that that was over there, but that's fine. Okay, so you come up over here, and honestly, I think what we're going to do, this seems a little bit short. So we're gonna take this out. I'm just gonna make this perfect, and maybe, you know, maybe I shouldn't, but we're doing it anyway. I don't love the way that this is looking. So maybe if we try, let's do this. I think honestly, we're just a little bit too close. So maybe this is what we do. We bring out a road, comes a little bit farther out, like this. And then that way, this road has a little bit more, can have a little bit more of a sweeping curve, right? I think that looks a lot better. And then we can come in here and obviously we'll change up and make it look a little bit nicer, but yeah, cool. So this comes here. This comes there. Perfect. So then we need our two-way, one-way highway, and that will go up to here. That will come down to there. Perfect. And let's go real quick so we don't forget. Let's go do this just for our lane mathematics so we can fix that up, make it look real nash. And then, so for this roundabout, we're going to use a 3-lane. Perfect. Oh, we'll grab this road. We'll upgrade here. And then what I want to do is we're going to come into our 4-lane two-way highway. And we're going to upgrade these roads to be our 4-lane two-way highway. Awesome. Loving the way that that's looking. And then we can come in here and we can upgrade this road all the way along. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And let's take these out. Take these out. Awesome. And this one road. Cool. Cool. So now we got to make sure that everything looks real nice and pretty and purty. So obviously this highway is not going to work. There's about half an inch between and it looks pretty funny. So let's grab this node. We're going to control H it here. Because if we look, I think that this, let's look at this slope real quick, a 5.3. That is okay. Yeah, that's fine. What is this one? This one's an 8.6. So we may need to raise this entire roundabout up a little bit, but that's okay. What I really want to do right now is I'm going to focus on these nodes right here. So I'm just going to really quickly make these middles perfect. And I'm going to do this to all of them. Here, this is a middle. Perfect. Awesome. And then we'll come in here and we'll clean up these other ones momentarily. So we're going to take these two nodes. One's right here and one's right here. Perfect. And we're just going to send these down a bit. Let's say to like, I want to make sure that they have enough space, but let's say to like there. And then we'll come into our slope mode. We'll grab this node and we'll bring this out to about here. So 4.4, very reasonable, very nice. We'll do the same thing on this other side as well. 4.3, awesome. And then for this one, we can come out a little bit farther. The reason why we stopped it here was because we do have a train going underneath. So this is where we have to be at this level. So this node will come out to about here. 1.2, very nice. We'll grab this node and we'll do the same thing, 1.1. So now it's a steady slope down. It is a little bit more intense over here, but you know, that's okay. We'll come in here, middle, awesome, and cool. So now let's come in here to these individual nodes and let's fix these. Perfect, so these look a lot nicer and we don't have to do the other side. Awesome. So let's make sure that that's enough space. That looks like enough space. Perfect. Now we have to raise, I'm in my roundabout builder. We have to, actually, before we come over to this one, let's make sure that these nodes look okay. 6.0.8, awesome. That one should be fine. 4.1, doable. We have a node in here that doesn't make sense. Let's take that Let's take both of them out. 5.2, 1.1. Awesome. So it seems like this is a lot lower than over here. So when we raise this actually is going to help with this slope that's right here. All right, so let's grab these nodes right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. And we're just gonna raise these a bit. Like, I think that's pretty good. Let's check our slope quick. 3.3. That is doable. That's actually better than the other side. Perfect. So now we can come into our slope mode and we can slope all the way down. 0.5, 2.3. Let's see. Does that make sense? No, it does not. Okay, so this one does have a bit of a slope, but that's okay. We come around here. Yeah, that's okay. So now let's fix some of these junctions a bit, shall we? This one looks pretty bad. These ones look... That one actually looks okay. This one looks okay. It's looking better. We can come into node controller, square these off, set it to slope. Amazing. Do the same thing over here. Set it to slope. Awesome. That looks much, much, much better. And then these ones, we can square these off as well. Perfect. So now this should be functioning pretty well. I think we can click play and we can do all of the rest of our traffic fixes while the game is playing. I'm kind of nervous. I'm just like nervous every time I play this game now, which is hilarious because this is a chill game. I literally was talking a couple episodes about how I like this game because it's so chill, and here I am stressing about it. But you know, it is what it is. Oh, actually, before we do this, we need to set these to roundabouts. Perfect. Awesome. Let's click play. And we're not going to go in super fast mode, even though I'd like to, but we're not going to do that. What we will do over here, these look like they're, maybe not. Well, we're going to leave this for now. I did set these to be a one-way over here. And I think actually, you know what? Let's upgrade this right now. We're going to upgrade these to be a one-way just around here. And then this road, you can do whatever you want. But that should help over here kind of, you know, because a lot of these trucks are doing weird movements around here. And I don't love it. Okay, so let's see. They're stopping right now, but that's okay. Cool. So this should help. And then we did fix it over here. But yeah, look at this. This is very smooth. Really, really nice. Love to see it. A few fixes that I would like to make are, it gets very busy down here, obviously. We all know that. So a few things that I'm gonna do, these streets used to connect, and that really did help when this was not a roundabout. So we are actually going to delete both of these segments, and we're actually gonna tunnel underground in this area right here, and then this one over here, anywhere where we need it. We'll turn off anarchy for this because I wanna make sure that the tunnel is built properly. We'll go down 8 meters, come across, perfect, and then we'll turn on our freeform tool and we'll make our way up. Perfect. And we'll do the same thing over on this side. So we'll take off. Actually, let's look at this road. It's working well. And this is just a little bit more connectivity down here. I know that there are areas in which there aren't a lot of connectivity. So we're just kind of trying to address those. 8 meters, turn on freeform. So now we have a little bit of a tunnel that goes underneath here. So if you are on this side and you want to make it over here, now you don't have to cross these busy intersections and make them worse than they already are, right? That's kind of what I was thinking. I don't know why that's there like that. Perfect. Okay, so let's see where our traffic is. So it's very bad right here, but that makes sense. All in all, this is flowing much better than before. I think what we will do in this intersection is we're going to use this restrict button and we're going to let the cars do a continuous motion through here. And maybe we change that back afterwards, but just to clear some of the traffic. As soon as I do that, this truck doesn't know what to do. Love to see it. Yeah, these cars are not listening to me apparently. So I think what we'll do over here is we're going to do some lane marking. Perfect. So now if you're in this lane, you have to go over here. And if you're in this lane, you have to come over here. And then this should make it so it's a little bit easier for cars to go through here, because now most times cars won't be in this lane, right? They won't be hitting cars like that truck just did. Okay, so this should help clear that portion up. Let's look at our traffic and see how things are doing. This is now moving a little bit nicer, so this should clear up. But now this area is going to get quite intense. So let's see. I think what we need to do, we need a little bit more transit options down here. Let's see how this is working. This is looking much better. Okay, cool. So in the last episode, we did a few things, okay? One, we put bike lanes over here, and we did some tram tracks over here on this road. So I want to continue our tram line. So we're going to do that by building a road out over here. So we'll come up on the ground, come up about 18 units, we'll come over 20, and then we're going to come down, and then we're going to come in like this. Come in here. We shall go to our trams, and we need to build a tram depot over here because we don't have one on this side of the city. We'll place it right about here. Awesome. This is on a bit of a hill. Don't love the way that this looks. So let's grab all of these nodes, and then we'll Control H them to the building here. Perfect. And at one point, I promise you, at one point we are going to do like a detailing of the city, or of the downtown, and maybe just of the entire city. I want to wait until I fix the traffic and everything. I feel like that would be, you know, not the greatest thing to do while our traffic is still going absolutely crazy. But I would really like to come in here and detail it. So just so you know, that is on the way. So now we need to connect up over here. Let's see. I want to go to this is bike lanes. This is 4-lane tracks, trams, and trees. Perfect. So let's do this. Let's come here. We'll come all the way down. But what we need to be looking at right now is what areas can get trams. So like, for example, if we come down here, then we need to extend this road needs to be a tram road because this is the only road that connects to up here, which would be kind of a problem, right? So I think it would make more sense to have like one tram route to go around here, one tram route to come around here, and then one tram route to come all the way over here as well. And it all kind of like comes around this little hub, right? So, which means that we need this road. We'll turn on anarchy. We need this road to come about here. And then we'll go into our bike lanes with tram tracks. And I believe it has a median. 2-lane road, median, tram tracks, bike lanes. Perfect. And then we can upgrade to, I'm going to bring this all the way over here. We'll come back into our regular roads. Come all the way around to about here. Let's see. Yeah, to about here. We'll come down. I don't want this to be super close to this interchange, so we're gonna bring it back at this road, and now we have a little loop that comes all the way around here. And we could come down here, but this is what does that make sense? And actually, maybe we do change this to a bike lane with tram tracks. I think that actually is better, because then we can bring this all the way down here. I think we might have messed up a bit in this area. So I'm wondering if we call a bit of a redo over here, because I would love if this road could just come down and then loop around. I think that would make a lot more sense. So unfortunately, I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to take out some of these streets and hope it doesn't bite us in the ass later. Okay, so grab this building and we'll move this. Oof, we don't have a lot of space over here. We'll grab it again, so don't worry. And then we're going to take this road and we're going to send it all the way down to here. Perfect. And then both of these now need to be relocated. Okay, cool. And then, so now this bike lane comes all the way down here. Very, very nice. We can come into this road and we'll bring this down and around. So now we have a nice big loop for this tram track. And I think that that is going to work really, really nice. We also have, if we want to send a tram track down here, we can bring it this way as well. And then this one can come all the way over here. And I think that that would make a lot of sense. So let's see, this is bike lane. This is a bike lane. So we need to upgrade this across here. And I'm thinking, I don't know if this is the busiest road, so I think it's okay. We are going to add buses in this area as well, and I don't want our trams, our buses, and our major cars, or like our major collectors, right, to all be running on the exact same roads. I feel like that's probably not the smartest idea. So we're gonna have buses come along this road, trams will come on this road, and I think that will go nicely. And then this can be right around our science center. So if you want to go to the science center, you have an opportunity. And then we just need to upgrade this small segment right here. Perfect. All right, so let's see, how's our traffic doing? It is moving. It is moving. It's not absolutely crazy down here yet. Probably will be. Our National Trade Center. Oh, true. Okay, so we'll move our National Trade Center over here. But that's okay because now we have room. Maybe we add a little park over here. We don't really have any parks, so I think that's what we do. What is this? Plaza of the Future. It won't fit. Just a little plaza over here. Maybe we add a little path that comes across here as well. We'll come into our freeform tool. We have all of our things off. Perfect. Cool. And I don't even know, will this even connect? I don't know if it will. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. It doesn't look like it's connecting though. Maybe we can make it look like it connects though. Okay, doesn't matter. Anyway, let's get back to it. Okay, so let's go into our tram tracks and let's create some lines. So this first line is gonna come up here. So let's bring that now. And actually, now that I'm looking at this subway line, one problem that I realized is that the reason why this intersection gets so crazy is because of this right here, pocket cars. So Sims will come out of here, they'll grab a car, and then they'll just flood this area. So when this starts to get busy, these Sims exacerbate the problem. So we need to find a metro tram hub. So we're probably going to use the same one that we used over here, and that one is right here. So let's bring this in. Yeah, we'll probably put it right here. So let's pause the, oh, we don't even have to pause the game because we don't have our tram tracks on yet, but we'll take these out and we'll grab this and we'll put it right here. Perfect. And then we'll come into our 2-lane roads. It needs to be the tram track with trees, and we will just extend this up to here. Perfect. And then real quick before I forget, I want to fix this node so that it looks a little bit nicer. Awesome. So now we have this tram track that goes all the way across. We do need to come into our metro. Now we take this guy out. We'll take these back. We'll probably bring this back all the way here. We'll come into our roads. Underground anarchy is off and toggle collision is on. Amazing. Let's turn back on our road guidelines as well. And now let's meet up with this. Perfect. And now these roads need to meet up, or roads, train tracks. Awesome. So we got something going on. And does that hit it? It doesn't look like it does, but interesting. Anyway, so now we can click play and our subway system should figure itself out. Good. He should. Oh. Aha! It did. Perfect. So then we'll add these 2 stops here. Perfect. So that should help, hopefully. Yeah, look at all these people now. Oh my God. And the traffic is going to start to get crazy. Look at all those people. That is actually crazy. They're all wearing the same thing too. They're wearing Canadian colors. Wow. Such patriots. It's incredible. Okay. So we'll come into our trams and let's create some lines. We'll start it here because why not? This is as good a place as any. Oh, and this goes the other way. Perfect. And then, yeah, so we said we would come down here. Let's go like every 2 for now. I think that makes sense. Nope. And then we'll come up here. Perfect. And I don't think we need to do the other side right now. Maybe we add more trams in the future. Maybe this becomes a tram line or whatever. It's okay for right now. Actually, if this is a ginormous park and we have a tram station in the middle, that could be really cool. Yeah, I do think that's cool. Okay, so let's do this other tram line over here. So we did this side. So now let's start over here. We're gonna start here. We'll bring this over here. We'll do a few, same kind of thing. Few stops, and now we can come all the way over here. And I'm thinking every like 2 streets, right? Nothing crazy. We do need one right in front of our science center, obviously, for the children. We'll stop right here. Perfect. So now we have 2 lines in our downtown, and that is hopefully going to be really, really good. So this is still crazy, eh? Kind of wild. Why is this so insane? You know what? I think that this could help. This is what we're going to do. We're going to come in here. This is straight. And then we're going to do this. So now if you're in this lane, you don't have to come over here, and then this can just be a continuous stream of cars. I think that that was probably causing a lot of those issues. So hopefully this kind of fixes the situation, and we shall see. Okay, cool. So the next thing that I want to do is, I said we wanted to do buses over here, and we have this metro line right here. And I think, definitely know that we are going to we're going to upgrade this metro station. Look at all those people. Oh my God. To be a metro and bus hub. So we'll grab one. This is a metro. How big are these? That's pretty big. That's a double. We don't need it that big. But this one's okay. So let's see. That'll fit right in here. It'll also fit right here, but we have this ginormous building in the way. So we can move that though. Perfect. So let's do that. Let's move it. Let's move this. Ooh, let's see. Maybe we actually take it out of this area and we could put it over here actually, or even over here. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, let's move that there. This is a cool looking building. And now we can put this hub and we can just fit it right in there. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Love to see it. Okay, so now we need to go underground. We can take this out. Let's pause the game. Take this out. Or actually, first, this will just be easier. We take these stops out. Now we take this out. I am learning from my mistakes, and it feels so good. Oh my God, it feels good. And then with our road guidelines on, and now we're not coming around these tunnels as well, which is kind of a weird movement, to be honest with you. Let's back this up a bit. Perfect. Amazing. Oh my God. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. So now as these trains start to come up here, we will create some stops and we will be Gucci. We'll be good to go. We just need to wait for this to happen. Perfect. We shall add these 2 stops. Amazing. Perfect. So now we got something going on. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And now this area is starting to get really, really busy. But again, that is okay. We are fixing these issues and hopefully fixing our overall traffic flow. Yeah, look at these. Those are crazy. So this is a bike lane that comes all the way down. Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense, honestly. And then this. Yeah, so this is quite the little section over here. And I'm wondering, maybe it would be a better... I actually think that it would be smarter to bring this line and have it loop around this area as well. And reason being is these cars aren't able to make turns because there's a tram line. So we're going to drag these stops. No, first we're going to recolor them. So we have line 6. So this is going to be our downtown northeast line. And then this is going to be our downtown northwest line. It's kind of southwest actually, because it comes around. And then we're going to change the colors of these just so I know what we're doing. So this is going to be this like lime color. This will be a purple. No, let's not do purple. This will be like a bright teal. Cool. So now let's drag these stops over here. We're going to take that out. And we'll drag these stops over here. And then we'll add a stop right there. Perfect. Awesome. Awesome. Upgrade this road. Fantastic. Upgrade these roads. Upgrade this road. And I think that that should be much better. So now these cars should go uninterrupted through here, but as a tram track, you can now come up here. And now you can also transfer in between here, which is a really nice addition that we did not have before. So now if you're up here, you can get all the way over here with a tram. You could also just walk and it would take literally half the time. But if you wanted to waste your day away, you could take a tram all the way down here and then take a tram all the way across. So I think that is, I think that's pretty good. Cool, 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 cool. Awesome. This is looking a little bit better. Let's come in here. We're gonna do some of this as well. Perfect. Because we really don't, yeah. Cool, awesome. These are starting to back up as well. So we can come into our TMPE and fix some of the lanes over here too. That's the only thing I'll change for now. Yeah, and we'll wait and see. So these cars are trying to get over here. Yeah, so this actually makes sense. Yeah. That's okay. All right, so now we're getting pretty late on this. So the last thing that we're going to do before we go, look at this crazy sidewalk, is get sidetracked. Let's come over here. Let's grab shift terrain, bring the brush super, super low. My God, do some gymnastics. We'll grab, oh my God, wrong one. We actually can't do anything with this. So that's just the way it is because of the tunnel. Sorry, guys. Okay. But what we can do is we can come over to our buses. Let's grab a bus depot. Let's put one over here. Fantastic. And now we have our spot right here. The first line that I want to make, and now you can also take the metro over here, but we're just trying to fix stuff, you know? And maybe this is a little bit extra, but we're going to have a bus come from this line all the way over here. Perfect. And then meet up right here. So now this is the downtown line. And is it a little bit redundant? Possibly. But it is what it is. Okay, so now we can create some bus lanes down here, or some bus routes. So we have a tram that comes all the way up here. So really the only bus route that we need will come over in this area and come up around here. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Maybe one that comes over here as well. We can actually take out this tram road now that I'm looking at it. We don't have a lot of buses. We should put some buses over here. What are we doing? Seriously, crazy. No wonder the traffic's so bad. You guys should have told me. Yeah, let's go underground. That's cool. No, we'll do this. Let's come around here. Because I would rather not. I would like to have as least amount of stops on the same streets as like trams and stuff. Perfect. And now we can literally just follow this back to here. Very, very nice. Cool. We have our one bus route over here. We have our trams. We have our metro station. We're looking pretty good, to be honest with you. Let's change this road because we do not need it. This it was going to be a turnaround road, but again, now we really don't need it. Awesome. I think it's going to work pretty well over here. This is still seeing some crazy backup, but again, that kind of makes sense. Let's go into our TMPE. And I don't want to change too much right here, but one thing's for certain, these lanes will move like this. So now this lane, obviously, like if you're over here, you need to be able to come and get on this highway. So we can't do anything with this lane other than, you know, the way that it already is. But yeah, I think that this is going to work well. Do some of this. Hopefully that starts to fix things a little bit, because there's definitely more traffic on this side. We just need to let this kind of run. But what we can do is this, because these cars are going way up here and they really don't need to. Yeah, because the only other place where these cars could go is over here. So if you are in this lane, you come around here, you come around over here, and you're on that highway and you're fine. So that actually makes a lot of sense. This should hopefully help things. Let's take a look at our traffic flow. 44%. This is, I think it's actually going to get better though, guys. Like, you know, obviously there's still more that we can do, but it's better. I think it's going to get better. So I'm going to let this run for a bit. We're going to come into node controller and we're going to do our lane markings on a lot of these areas. And we're just going to clean things up a bit. And then we'll come back after that is done. All right, so I just did these ones over here. This roundabout I haven't touched just quite yet because we don't really know if it's like what we're going to do with our lane mathematics or anything. And actually, whoa, look at this. Not parallel. Let's go here. These are looking not great. Okay, that looks much better. Yeah, that looks much better. Perfect. And one thing that we are going to do before we go is we're going to add just some trees in here. You know, we're going to come up with our force brush. We're going to go Rockies. We're going to go strength to about 5%. And we're just going to put some trees in here. And the reason for that is because in the real world, you know, which is we are so close to in the Rockies, is you put trees or something in the middle of a roundabout, and this just makes cars go a little bit slower through them. I learned that from watching this game. So, you know, this is doing some stuff. Let's come in here. Perfect. Let's see, what else do we got? We don't need that one on. That one's on. Cool. So, guys, let's see. How's our trap? 46%. It's improving slowly. Very, very, very slowly. Everywhere else is looking pretty fine. These are areas that obviously are slow, but it's because we have our trams in here that are doing what they need to do. Our university is obviously, like, there's some areas that are a little slower, but again, that's okay. There are some red spots, but again, that is a-okay. It's just this area right here, and this will get better. I think what we actually do over here as well is before we go, we're actually going to upgrade this all along here to go this way and then to go this way. Actually, this can be a two-way. That doesn't matter. But this one road, I want this all the way to be all the way up to here, and then you can figure out what you want to do up here. And the reason for that is just I want this to be uninterrupted so that you can take your car and just drive all the way through. uninterrupted, and you're not worrying about anything. And look at this. It looks, I don't want to speak too soon, but it looks like the traffic is clearing up, or at least will clear up shortly. Down here, it's looking pretty good. There are some spots, but again, I think it's going to be okay. I think it's going to be okay. Guys, that is going to be everything from me. Guys, thank you so much for watching the video. If you liked the video, if you got this far, honestly, do me a favor, hit that like button. Please. Not only does it do wonders for the YouTube algorithm, but it also makes me personally, Randall, feel all nice and warm and fuzzy inside. So don't you want that? Also, guys, if you made it this far, hit subscribe. Come on, we are on our way. We are almost halfway to 1,000 subs, which is absolutely incredible, mind-blowing to me that we've only been doing this 2.5 months and we're this far. Absolutely crazy. But that is everything, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out.